Did you know that the most beautiful stories ever told came from a place of difficulty? Well, stick around. Let's have a conversation. Hello, family, and a very warm welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your presence. My name is Akani Shirambu, and without further ado, let's get to the topic of the day. So, the reason why I started a YouTube channel is because I wanted to be to someone what I wish I had. Someone who's there to listen, understand, and sometimes I just wanted someone to say it's gonna be okay. In 2019, in my first year, I had quite a hard time adjusting to the environment. As a result, my academics suffered, and this really took a great toll on my mental health. I was questioning a lot of things. Why is this happening? Why is this? Why is that? And years later, I can say that it makes sense. It wasn't easy accepting at that moment. And what I've come to find is that the universe doesn't give us what we want because it has something better for us. When something doesn't happen the way you want it to be, the universe has something better for us. And the way I like to look at it is that, wow, I could have gotten this good thing, but then the universe just has something better for me. Wow, this just proves of how much your presence is valued in this universe. So you just got to lead with that. A good mentality helps with a lot of things. I like to see life as a story. In order for a story to be interesting, it just has to get to that point. You've watched or read this series that we watch to a point that you question, how is this story going to end? How is the story going to be concluded? We make scenarios in our head that, oh, this is how it's gonna end, this is how it's gonna end. And I'm not talking about your average stories here, I'm talking about real stories. And often what we had in mind of how the story, the series, the movie is gonna end is often very different from how the author concludes it. So, how does this resonate with our lives? When we get to that point where it doesn't make sense, it feels like we are at the end of the world. It feels like everything is just over. There's no way I'm gonna come back from this. You just need to remember that you are not the author of your life. You are just a character. And all you need to do is just to be there as a character. For example, you don't know how tomorrow is gonna come out. You don't know how tomorrow you're gonna wake up, and this just proves that how you have no control. So why not just rest and trust that the author of your life has a good ending to your story? Why not just trust that things are gonna work out? From the books that I've read that when we spend time thinking about the bad things that can happen, we visualizing, it often ends in a bad way. So in a sense that when we have these thoughts, we are actually manifesting them. So it's very advisable for us to just rest and just imagine of all the good ways that the story is gonna end. Oh, I'm going through this. I know that this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. You just need to sit, relax, and enjoy the ride. And one thing that I can also mention is that when something doesn't happen the way you want it to be, it's actually for our protection. How many times have you gotten to a taxi rank or station late, and you just wanted to get in a taxi and just rush. The moment you get there, you find that just a minute ago that taxi has left. And then you hear stories that, and after an hour later, you hear that this and this happened to that taxi that has just missed you. And you're like thinking, oh God, this just saved my life. This just saved me from this. So you need to look at life in that point. And of course, this doesn't mean that we have to disregard our feelings if and whatever that we go through in our lives. We just need to be positive and also remember that we can't always be happy. Life has just got to balance. And why not just trust that now, because I'm going through a hard time, happiness is surely going to come. And just be comfortable and just lead life, because the author of your lives know how this story ends. So this is what I have to say to you. Please just trust the process overall. Trust that your story is gonna end in a very, very unimaginable way. So that's all I have for today, guys. I do hope that you will strive. You're gonna be okay. You really are going to be okay, even though it doesn't look like it. You're gonna be okay. As someone who's been there, I can truly attest to how things are gonna work out for you. Just trust in it. Please do subscribe, share, comment on any things that you think I can improve, the topics that you think I can cover. I do hope that you guys are gonna stay around. Come back for the next video. I'll be posting videos every week, so please do show to come back. And if you haven't watched the introduction videos, please go watch it and share. I really appreciate your support. As for me, I'm gonna see you on the next video. Bye.